Where do you see the future of K-beauty heading?
I think everyone wants to have the answer to that question.
I
right?
know. Me too.
K-beauty has really, it's more than a trend. When you can have like powerful products, surprising, delightful experiences at a great price point, like who doesn't want that, right? And this is, I think, where K-beauty is really bringing the next level sunscreen, and we're already working on the next generation of sunscreen. Hopefully that will be launched in India pretty soon.
Oh, great. That is very exciting for me
know.
and the users who are watching. Amazing. Annyeonghaseyo, hello and namaste. I am Anushka Sen and you're watching God of Beauty. I am very excited to have Mr. Lee of Asia Lab here, who's the deponym of our company. I'm very excited because we are at the Amore Pacific headquarters and meeting with the global marketing head, Miss Choi Yoonjin. And we are going to have her very shortly. But before that, I would like to welcome Mr. Lee. How are you feeling?
너무 좋아요. 왜냐하면 아누시카 센과 함께 지금 kbeauty의 프로그램을 전문적으로 다루고 있고 지금 한국에서 인도로 진출하려고 하는 기업 중에서 이니스프리는 very important.
Yes.
Yes. 그래서 아누시카 센이 지금 생각하고 있는 한국의 그 K-뷰티 그리고 인도의 어떤 K-뷰티의 신드롬 이런 부분들을 좀 보다 깊게 오늘 해외 진출하시는 프로페셔널 전문가와 같이 대화를 나누면 너무너무 한국과 인도에 가장 더 친밀하게 할 수 있는 좋은 기회가 될 것 같습니다.
알겠습니다.
그럼 저는 두 분을 모셔서 두 분이 심도 깊게 얘기할 수 있게끔 저는 자리를 안내를 드릴 거고요. 최윤진 전무님을 모시도록 하겠습니다.
네, 알겠습니다.
네.
We are very excited because we are going to talk about K-beauty, sustainability, and the growth of Innisfree, and we are going to discuss more.
Yes.
Yes. So it is really lovely to have you here. I know who you are, but it'd be amazing if you could introduce yourself to the audience.
Sure. Very happy to be here. Thanks for having me here. I'm Yoonjin Choi, and I'm the CMO of Innisfree.
Thank you so much for being on my show. It's really an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me and my team. It's so lovely to have a conversation with you. I'm going to call you Anni if that's okay.
Totally fine.
Okay. First question to you, Anni, is that K-beauty, the Hallyu wave, has taken over the globe. It's become a global phenomenon, like we all know, when it comes to K-beauty or K-films and K-dramas. What do you think has contributed to its success?
Well, I think I can speak for the success of K-beauty.
Yes.
So when you think of K-beauty, I mean, it's been there for a very long time, but I think it wasn't probably. It's starting to really have a global rise. So as a Korean, I'm just like incredibly excited to see that. I think basically when we think about K-beauty, you know, there's new interesting ingredients that you don't really see elsewhere.
Yeah.
There is the superior texture. There is the powerful efficacy, but the gentleness and usually the affordability. So I mean, it speaks to everyone, right? Who doesn't want that? So
True.
I think that's pretty much the magic of K-beauty and what it's bringing to the market these
True.
days. Yeah.
Yes, and the brand speaks for itself. It's been a favorite of mine since I can remember. I think I was 13 when I tried the brand for the first time. I'm 22 right now, but I still use the brand. It's one of my most favorite brands to use. Is because I sometimes get pore issues or some oiliness because of the weather and the constant travel. But that mask right there has been my savior. So if you have not tried it, you should try it because it's my favorite. It's always with me. I have like 2-3 of them as a stock, so I never run out of it. My second question to you is, Innisfree has long been celebrated, especially because of the ingredients, like you mentioned. It's very unique. It has its own kind of ingredients. It's clean. Also, it's Jeju sourced, which is very interesting. And it's eco-conscious philosophy. What inspired that foundational direction, and how has it evolved with the modern clean beauty movement that's going on right now?
I think Innisfree has always been about delivering powerful efficacy with gentle formula. And what truly sets us apart from the other brands is that we've been doing this with natural ingredients that are sourced from Jeju. So have you been to Jeju?
Not yet. I really want to go.
Yeah. So it's an island off of Korea. It's known for its pristine nature. It's a volcanic island. So the biodiversity is really exciting there. You get to have ingredients that don't really, come from other places. The volcanic mask, for example, it is infused with with the volcanic ash clusters.
Wow.
That's known for its porous surface. So it just naturally acts to extract all the sebum for your from your face without over drying it, right? So this has really been in the essence of the brand from the very beginning. And usually, you know, when we take so much from nature, it also becomes so natural for us to give back to nature. So that's where also the sustainability has been at the core of the brand.
Yes.
Clean, we've been, you know, really trying to deliver the natural, clean, pure ingredients from Jeju to the world. So, I mean, clean is right now a beauty industry standard, but, you know, we've been working on this ever since the inception of the brand. So all of the things that you mentioned, sustainability, clean, natural ingredients, you know, they just sound so natural to us in a way.
Yeah, and I think that's the USP of Innisfree, that
It is.
even though now everybody's talking about clean beauty, but
Right.
Innisfree has been doing that for years,
Right,
and
right.
I really appreciate that. Also, they have changed the packaging, and it's much more cuter and more convenient to use this. And I just love the way this color coded. It's different for every ingredient. Like the volcanic one is in brown, but then the sun is in orange. It's very interesting to see that. What is your favorite product out of all of this?
Whoa, I have many, but the one over there, the green tea hyaluronic moisture serum, that's my favorite.
It's my favorite too. You
Is
know
it?
why?
I thought your favorite was volcanic mask.
No, I'm talking that's for, like, you know, for my pores, but my favorite, like, cream would be that.
Right.
It's because Mumbai is very hot and humid most of the time, and I am shooting all the time. So it's very lightweight. Most sun creams
It
are
is,
so
right.
heavy that it breaks you out and it feels very thick under makeup. But that's like a very nice base for you to start your makeup, or even if you just put that, it
Right.
doesn't feel sticky.
Not at all.
What do you think about that product?
I mean, I think sun care is probably where K-beauty is bringing the most innovation to the world.
True.
I think everyone is crazy about K-skincare, K-sun care, and I think sun care has been for a long time a category where, you know, you can't really get that high level of protection while having a great texture. So there was
Yes.
always a trade-off, and
Yeah.
it's not the most pleasant, you know, products to use. It gets sticky on your fingers, and
Then
so
the white
so.
cast.
Exactly. And this is, I think, where K-beauty is really bringing the next level sunscreen. So that one, for example, it really feels like skincare on your skin, right? It just
True.
feels like a moisturizer
Yeah.
with protection. So super smooth, super lightweight, you know, no sticky feeling and no white cast, and you get your sunscreen, right? So that's why we love it. I'm glad to hear that you love it. And we're already working on the next generation of sunscreen. Hopefully that will be launched in India pretty soon.
Oh,
so
great. That is very exciting
I
for me
know.
and the users who are watching. Amazing. So, you know, in India, there's still a huge shift happening in terms of K-beauty. People are moving towards clean beauty. Although Innisfree has always been talking about clean beauty and getting Jeju ingredients to the world. How do you see these trends aligning with Innisfree's philosophy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you brought it up, but I just feel that for us, it just feels so natural. In India, what we observe is that, you know, we really admire India, not only as a market to grow, but, you know, your deep appreciation of culture, nature,
Yes.
and beauty. And I think that is just in line with, you know, the latest clean beauty movement.
True.
And for us, you know, like we talked about Innisfree and, you know, how the brand was born, you know, what's our philosophy, but like all of these just feel so natural to us, right?
Yeah.
So we just feel perfectly aligned with the shift in India. And we're very happy to, you know, to be able to cater to the needs of Indian consumers in that sense. Yeah.
That's a wonderful answer. It's because I also feel the same way. I feel Korea and India, even though they're two different countries and people may think we have a lot of differences, but we actually have a lot of similarities.
I agree.
Like when it comes to,
Surprisingly,
right,
Yeah.
it's surprising because the appreciation for culture,
Right.
being deep rooted with our families, and talking about like not forgetting the natural ingredients is
Right.
something that India appreciates. And that's why Innisfree is just a no-brainer for the Indian market. And I'm so excited for seeing how the brand grows more and more in India. I'd be so excited to see more new products that you're talking about.
Yep.
So my next question actually is, we all struggle with pores. It's a big conversation, isn't it? Especially in the hot and humid weather. How does Innisfree help tackle pore concerns?
with that, right?
Right?
We talked about the pore clay mask. So it's been one of our steady seller, and I believe it's the best seller in India.
Yes.
And I think basically the power really comes from that natural ingredient that we talked about. And we've been able to infuse it. So a lot of the pore cleansers tend to dry your skin. Because I think, it's a little bit like how we talked about the sunscreen. We try to get one thing, but then it always comes with a bit of a trade-off. So when you try to remove like all that excess sebum, it's difficult to not over dry your skin, right? And I think, like more than any great formulation, what we have been able to do is to really get that from the natural ingredients. The volcanic ash clutters, which actually are just like naturally doing the job. So that I would say is the secret. You also have the volcanic pore cleansing foam. So you can also pair that, to just make sure that your pores are always kept clean, your skins are always fresh.
Yes.
And so I would recommend the two. And of course,
Definitely.
you would also have the mini if you want to keep it on the go, with your travels. So yeah.
Oh, wow. So, I love mini products myself because I'm constantly traveling, and I just love when you have the mini products and you can travel with your skincare, especially skincare, because
Right.
I am so big on skincare. I'm that girl who will go on a flight, put her hair up, and then, take out her pouch and then do my skincare routine. I
Do you
cannot.
put on a mask on the
Yes,
flight?
I'm that person.
Right.
So, and I'm really proud of that because I
mhm.
like to take care of my skin. It's like a self-care routine, right? It's
Absolutely.
very meditative also. So, do you think that Innisfree is going to come out with more mini stuff? And
We
what do you
will.
think?
I mean, you see a few of them
I
here,
do.
but yeah, I mean, I was in India this January, and
Oh,
I
really?
did see that Indian consumers really value mini sizes.
Yes.
I saw so many on the market.
Yeah.
It's great for travel, but it's also like good to just like refresh yourself on the go. It's
Yes.
good also. It's also a really good way to just like try out new products,
Yes.
new brands. So as we speak, we're also working super closely with our local team to develop more super cute mini kits. So hopefully that's going to hit the market soon as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's great because, our mini bags, which are very cute, can hold very little things. So the mini products
I
can
know.
easily fit in that. So my next question is, in India, we love skincare and it's easy to try and travel with. So what are the 3 products in the mini size that you would recommend on the
Ooh,
go?
On the go. I mean, I would definitely recommend what we talked about, the volcanic
That's my
mask
favorite
mini,
too, though.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. You talked about me time. I think it's also a great way, like when you add this in your weekly ritual, to have it as a really true me moment. So you need to put it on for like 10, 15 minutes, but that's going to really give you a clean, purified skin and mind. So I would recommend this,
Yeah.
especially during your travel.
And imagine I'm in Jeju Island.
Oh, yeah. That's a plus. I would also recommend that, what we
Look at
talked
how
about,
cute.
right? So that's the green tea hyaluronic cream.
Yes.
That's also the green tea is developed. We have a type of green tea that's only developed for beauty. So it's not for drinking, but it's
Right.
only developed for beauty. And that has great hydrating power. So that cream I would recommend. What else? I would also recommend the sunscreen.
The
little
sunscreen.
That's
This
a
one.
must, right? Yeah.
Look
that's
at
a
how
must.
cute. Can
Yeah.
you see how cute that is? I love that. I'm obsessed. I love
Right.
mini stuff. This is
So
so
that's
these
your-
are our top 3.
Your 3 steps, yeah,
From
your
only.
moisturizer, your sunscreen, and your me time during
And you
your
have
travel.
great
Yeah.
skin and you feel like you're in Jeju. So 2 benefits. My next question is marketing, because that's your forte.
Right.
Marketing has changed a lot in the past few years, right? The digital marketing has grown, the influencer marketing has grown, and it's really interesting to see that. I just want to know, what are the strategies for Innisfree marketing, especially in India, and what do you think is the upcoming marketing strategy for you to grow in the Indian market and even the global market?
I think it's a great question. There are a lot of like trends, right, happening all
Yeah.
the time. We feel that as much as it is important to keep up with a change, keep up with a trend, because basically they are also created to answer to the changing demands of the consumers.
Yes.
As much as that is important, we also believe that it's truly, truly important to stay true to your core. And what we do at our core is really delivering powerful, effective products that are gentle, rooted in nature. And that's what really Innisfree is about. So as much as we're super excited to bring all of these unique formulations, coming from Jeju to the world, what we try to do when it comes to, I would say, global marketing is to really stay closer to the local markets. And we really try to go one step deeper in really creating that connection with each local market. And our local ambassador in India, Wamika Gabi, will be a great example. She is someone that we're super proud to have as our brand ambassador. She really embodies, what Innisfree stands for. So as much as we try to deliver what we can from Korea to the world, we also try to really stay connected to each local market. So I would say that's the strategy now. And I think it's also going to stay true regardless of whatever trends, changes we adapt ourselves to and really bringing the brand to the consumers of each market.
That's really nice to know because it just makes the brand more trustworthy for the consumers because you're being authentic, but you're also just being out there, which is a wonderful combination to have.
Right.
My next question to you is, where do you see the future of K-beauty heading? Because there's so much happening. What do you think is going to happen in the, say, next 5 years? What roles does Innisfree want to play in this journey?
I think everyone wants to have the answer to that question.
I
right?
know. Me too.
I think K-beauty has really, it's more than a trend. I really feel that it's become a global category. We talked at the very beginning, what makes K-beauty K-beauty, but basically what it delivers is what everyone is looking for. So, when you can have like powerful products, surprising, delightful experiences, at a great price point, like who doesn't want that, right? So I think it's truly has become a global category with its own identity. It's going to continue to evolve because K-beauty, I think, has always been about speed, innovation, new things. So I guess, we're going to continue to evolve around sustainability, AI-driven innovation, personalization, basically everything that we're talking about today. But I'm sure in a new way that we're not imagining because that's always what K-beauty has been bringing.
Yes.
How do we want to partake in this? Like I was saying before, we want to adapt to what's changing because we believe these are not just marketing tactics, the trends are changing because we're trying to address to the changing needs of the consumers.
Right.
But we still want to stay very true to what we are good at and what we really want to do, which is really bringing this, efficacious products that are gentle, rooted in nature from Jeju Island in Korea. So yeah, that's I think what we're going to be doing.
That's wonderful. That's really good to know. So my next question is, what is the one value you hope Indian consumers remember when they use Innisfree?
Oh, one value.
Yeah.
I would say authenticity.
I was thinking the same thing.
Were you?
I actually thought you were going to say the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think we take a big pride that we value transparency. Like when I talk about like all of our natural ingredients being sourced from Jeju, we take it as a great pride. We have cultivated green tea fields, from no like wasteland 40 years ago. We have our own green tea fields. So, really having this legitimacy means a lot to us for the consumers to know exactly where our products are sourced from, how we combine them with science, and that authenticity, we believe, is what really makes us different. And we take it as a very important value, in everything that we do. So yeah, authenticity. And I hope it speaks to our Indian consumers.
It actually does. And
Great.
that brings me to my last and final question. What is that legacy that Innisfree wants to leave behind? What do you think, Innisfree should be known for? Is it still authenticity or something more?
As a brand, we're really trying to go global. I would say even more global than we have because we feel that there are still so many consumers that we can reach out to.
Of course.
And as we try to do that, what we try to really keep in mind is really being a universal brand. And I think there's when you say a universal brand, it comes with a lot of things. It needs to be affordable. It needs to be simple and easy for anyone. It's not only a brand for skin intellectuals, but it can also be a brand for skin novices because everyone has the right to enjoy really good, formulas, for their skin that helps them, with their skin, with their mind, So that's what we believe in, and we try to really listen to, learn more, from the consumers, and goes the same with Indian consumers. We said, we feel we share a lot of things, but we also know that there are so many things we need to learn from the Indian consumers to
Yes.
really truly cater to their needs.
Right.
So yeah, like really trying to be a universal brand that can cater to everyone in the world, I would say is, what we are dreaming of to do.
Well, I think it's on the right path, and
Thank you.
I wish you the best. I hope that Innisfree just grows more and more, because it's a brand that I really care about. Also because, with the trends just going on and on, it becomes very difficult for people to keep up, especially
Right.
people who are young and just want to get into skincare. When you talk about ingredients, it gets really complicated. But Innisfree has been that brand which is very, like, you can pick up a product and exactly know what they're talking about, which is
Right.
amazing. So thank you so much for your precious time.
Thank you.
I got some more insights on the brand, how you're sustainable and you're focusing on authenticity. That's wonderful to know. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And people who are watching, please do buy Innisfree products, because they are just amazing. They're very simple to use and understand. I've been using it from being a teenager to an adult, and probably till I'm very, very old, but I'm going to look amazing because I'll have good skin. So thank you, Anni, for
Thank
joining.
you.
Kamsahamnida.
Thank you. Isn't it too cold right now?
No, it's
That's
really
okay.
fun.
Have
For
you
me,
been
it's
here like
fun.
all different seasons?
I have.
Okay. For me, it was a nice escape in January to be there when it was like
Because it
freezing
was really
cold.
cold. Yeah.
I know.